What is up, guys? This is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'm bringing you an action figure review of the SH Figuarts Bruce Lee action figure. Now, this figure isn't too new, but it is new to me, and I absolutely am a very huge fan of SH Figuarts. It is an import line from Japan, and for me, I collect all the Power Ranger SH Figuart figures, and to this day, they are some of the best action figures in my collection. So today, I want to take a look at the Bruce Lee action figure that we have here. Now, as you can see, he does come with multiple head swaps inside the package. You can see the standard head right there on the body itself, looking really nice. There's a really good graphic of Bruce Lee in all his glory. Now, if we turn the box around, we see a backing of some posing options that you have here. And you can see all his multiple weapons that he has, his staff, his little batons, and his nunchucks. So, what we're going to do today is crack this baby open, and let's see what we can do. And here he is out of the packaging. And what an amazing figure this is. I am so excited to have this in my collection, and I can't wait to take a closer look. But before we do, let's take a look at the accessories. Now, Bruce comes with a decent amount of accessories, including 4 interchangeable faces. Now, the first one you see is on the figure itself that we'll be taking a closer look at when we get to the figure itself. But first, let's take a look at the interchangeable faces that we have here. Now, the first face is a more intense look that Bruce Lee is very well known for, and the paint apps look very, very good. And it seems to they've used some type of dot matrix paint apps to get the proper shading on the faces, which I think came out really, really nice. So that's one of the faces you get right there. You also get another face looking off to the side, which again Bruce Lee is also known for, and I think that came out very, very well. He looks like he's just scoping out some guys, trying to sneak up behind him. So that came out really well. And the last face that we have here might be a little funny and a little weird, but you gotta admit that looks just like Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee has always been well known for making some very interesting faces, to say the least. And this is one of the more out there facial expressions. But again, that looks just like Bruce Lee. Also included are 11 interchangeable hands. You get closed-fisted hands that already come on the figure straight out of the packaging. You also get these type of chopping hands, standard like karate chopping hands with the figure. Very well sculpted. You can even see the back of the hand has veins sculpted into it, so that's pretty nice. So you get a pair of those. You get these more stylized fingered hands right here like this. Bruce Lee always made these almost like gang signs positions with his fingers, so you got 2 of those as well. You also get open palm hands. They're like this. You get 2 of those for stylized posing and things like that, and I think those came out very, very well. You also get this type of thumbs up hand, which I think came out really, really cool. I'm glad they included that. I also think this is actually more for, he used to do this thing where he would brush his nose with his thumb when just about to get into a fight, and I think that's what that's for. So that came out really, really cool too. For weapons, you get a total of 4. To start off, you get 2 of these black batons. No real sculpted detail. They're just kind of black sticks. So you get 2 of those. Those are really nice. Same thing, you get a large bow staff that's very long. Just solid black, like I said, no additional sculpting onto it. It's just a solid black staff, which I think came out very, very well. But I think the best thing about this figure is that he does come with a pair of nunchucks. And again, no additional sculpting there, just solid black, but you actually get a real metal chain, which is always welcome when it comes to an action figure that has nunchucks. So that's really, really cool. I'm glad they did that with a real chain instead of a sculpted chain. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a look at the action figure itself. Now, once again, I love SH Figuarts. They are among the best action figure producers out there, and they did not hold back with this Bruce Lee action figure. Like I said in some of the faces, in my opinion, this looks just like Bruce Lee, and I absolutely love what they've done with the head sculpt. That looks amazing to me. The shading, you can tell there's a little bit of a slight shading in the musculature right there and around the arms and whatnot. It's very, very light. which I think is the proper way to go, and I think they absolutely nailed it. He is wearing standard black pants that he would normally wear. It doesn't seem to be much shading in the pants, which is okay. It's not that big of a deal. They're black, you know. You don't really need much shading in that. He has his standard white socks. Even has the black slippers, whatever you want to call those. And there's even some brown under the heel of the shoe, and which I think came out pretty cool too. You can see there's a lot of good muscle structure going on here with this figure, to his chest, to his abdomen, you know, the biceps, the back sculpt, all came out very, very well, and I absolutely love what they did with this figure. And being an SH Figuarts action figure, the articulation is just as amazing as the sculpt. So if you see the head here, it's on a ball joint, and it rolls around very, very well. And you can turn left and right, you can look back just a little bit, you can look down very, very well. But the neck also has a joint in it, where you can actually push the neck a little more, and he'll look down a little more. He also has this little double joint right there from the head to the neck. That makes him rock his little head back and forth, which I think came out really, really well. Loving the fact that they did that. The shoulders, up and down, you see, came out very, very well done. I kind of wish they went up a little more, but that's not too bad. You can see they have an actual butterfly joint within the shoulder right there. So when you bring the arm up, that's about what it does by itself, which is a shoulder. But with that butterfly joint in there, it actually comes across his chest a little more. So you actually get a little more articulation with that, which I think is really well done. You get a bicep swivel right up here, which I think came out really, really nice. You know, that helps out quite a bit. You get your standard SH Figuarts double jointed elbows, which I think came out really, really well. It's a really good bend you can get right there, which I think really well. And the one gripe that I do have is that the hands aren't on ball pegs, so you can move them around a little bit. I mean, they do what you want to do, but I do kind of wish they did a little more, so they rock around back and forth like that. And when you want to interchange the hands, they just come off fairly easily, and then you just have a standard peg right there. Now, over time, I fear that that peg might break or wear out, and the hands might get loose. So here's to hoping that doesn't happen in the future. But overall, I think that came out very, very well. He does have torso crunch right here. He twists left to right. He does bend back and forth, which I think came out very, very well done. He also has a lower abdomen joint that allows him to move forward, crunch over more and more and more, and even back, so he gets the full back, much more like that, which I think came out very well. And I just noticed his face fell off. That's another issue I'll tackle in a sec. So let's get his face, put that back on, and yeah, well, actually, let me show that right now. So actually, to swap out the faces, all you do is pull the face off, usually just pull by the chin, and boom, that's how it is. Has these little pegs, and you can see the little mold right there that fits into the little socket right in there. So all the faces are just like that. So it's quite easy to pull off, and from what I've noticed, and maybe, I don't know, I've just played around with it too much, but it does seem that they come off a little too easy. So over time, I fear that's going to become very, very loose. And I don't know, I might have to use some sticky tack in the future to hold those on more properly. Going down to the pants, continue with articulation. Going down to the pants, his crotch piece actually is a softer type of plastic. It's more pliable. I'm not sure how well that receives in camera, but it's a floating crotch piece that comes over the articulation that covers it up. So I know it might look like a black diaper, but I think that that's actually the best way to go with a figure like this. What that does, it allows for a greater range of articulation. So let's start with the legs. They go out about that much, which is okay, right? I actually get this filler joint in here that fills in the gap right there that I actually really do appreciate. I'm glad Figuarts decided to do that, because many times there are other figures that have that cut right here, and it just leaves up a huge gap. So these pieces right here actually do fill that in very well, and I do appreciate that. So the legs also go up and down, and you could actually get them a little higher, so that's about standard. And then because of that floating crotch piece, it's soft, you could actually get them even higher, so it actually kicks like that. And He actually looks like he's doing some cheerleader poses right there. But hey, it's Bruce Lee. The man can do whatever he wants. You do get really nice, looks like maybe a double jointed knee right there. That works very, very well. I like how this knee joint flows with the knee. Sometimes in action figures with the knees, they just do not look natural. They're squared off or they're flattened. This has a really nice curvature to it that makes the figure flow when it's bent like this, so it looks really, really good. You do get a bit of an ankle rocker that comes back and forth like this. You can't point your toe, point the toe as much as I'd like. It goes to about right there. So that's how it is when it's just standing. It goes to about right there. So that's decent. I wish it were a little better, but that's okay. It goes up just a little bit like that, and you actually get toe articulation, which I have never personally used, but it's there if you need it. So overall, the articulation on this figure is SH Figuarts amazement, because I absolutely love SH Figuarts, and I love what they do with articulation now. Considering early releases of SH Figuarts action figures, this Bruce Lee figure has actually come a long way, and I'm glad they've improved a lot, especially with the joints coming in from the bicep into the shoulder. Those flow so much better, and being that he doesn't have any clothing on over this, I was really fearful that this space right here was just not going to look good, and there'd be huge gaps in between there, and it just didn't look right. But overall, they did a really good job. So for those that don't know, SH Figuarts, for the most part, they are scaled at a 6-inch action figure line. So to do a quick size comparison, I'm bringing in the NECA Keaton Batman, who's scaled more at the 7-inch mark. And here is my little Lego mini Bat Bomb that I got going on there. So that kind of shows you the size of what he is. Now I know this is Bruce Lee is slated to be a 6-inch action figure, but I know he was a little shorter in real life, so I think that's probably a little shorter than 6 inches. But overall, he's a great, great action figure. So there it is, guys, my review of the SH Figuarts Bruce Lee action figure. And again, I cannot recommend this figure enough. If you're a fan of Bruce Lee, or if you're just a fan of SH Figuarts, this figure is a must-get. It is one of the best pieces to have on your shelf. So thank you again for watching, guys. Please stay tuned after the video for some pictures of some different posing positions that I shot for you guys. Check them out. Please subscribe. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. Peace.